denial and error of this thing.
It took off like nothing I've ever experienced off-road. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
The starter boot worked. Thanks, Chuck.
Always feels like a special occasion to ride the CR500.
That's bad.
Are we all gonna ride it?
No, I like my life.
Thank you to Ipsis Ice for sponsoring today's video.
What's up, everybody? Today on Cars and Cameras, we are back working on the internet's most clapped out Honda CR500. This is a 1985 Honda CR500 two-stroke dirt bike, the biggest, gnarliest dirt bike Honda ever made from the factory. We bought it for cheap at a swap meet down in Texas in non-running condition. We've slowly gotten it running, and we were working towards restoring this thing to its former glory. In today's episode, we're just looking to tame the beast. Around the track, this thing is an absolute monster, but when it's not going around the track, it's just a bear. It just plain sucks to start. It doesn't idle. It's got a laundry list of other issues. So if we can get some of these issues worked out, we're going to be taking it to wide open spaces so we can really put the old 500 through its paces, and we might even put it up against our fastest mini bike, the Super Hog, with a 263 billet head, 100 octane Tillotson engine. So we just got home from our latest adventure in Texas, and with traveling comes weird downtime. So why not use that weird downtime to get some gift cards from anywhere you are? Ipsis Ice can make that happen, and they are sponsoring today's video. Ipsis Ice is a survey-based company that allows...
Somebody say survey?
Not that kind of survey, Chuck.
Alright.
Ipsis Ice is a survey-based company that allows you to take part in real research by answering some simple questions to earn gift cards and rewards for some of your favorite things. I've been doing surveys while waiting at the airport and riding shotgun on this last trip. The surveys are super quick and easy. They basically just ask you things that you already talk about with your friends every day. Also, they are tailored to your interests and so simple that you can really do them anywhere, on the treadmill at the gym, or even while you watch TV. There are tons of different gift cards and rewards to choose from, but I think I'll be using our points to get an Amazon gift card that'll be going towards a secret project that you're gonna learn about early next month. So click the link in the description below to start earning rewards with Ipsis Ice today. Thank you again to Ipsis Ice for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. From all the research I've done online, I've learned that Honda actually detuned and tried to domesticate the CR500 over the years it was produced. This is an 85. This is the first year of the liquid-cooled 500 motor, and it is the most beastly one. It's 491 cc's in displacement, and the 85 is what they call the short rod motor. So the wrist pin is farther down on the piston compared to the later models. It has a shorter rod. It's supposed to make more torque, but it made these things a bear to start. So we might be looking into getting a decompression valve installed in the cylinder head, so at least when we're kicking this over 10 times, it's not breaking our foot off while we're trying to start it. We're going to remove the rear shock and try to lower the rear suspension, as well as maybe try to rebuild or add some fluid to the rear shock to try to get some damping back. We have a factory-style airbox on the way that should help performance and starting across the board. Meanwhile, Charles is working on the seat.
Oh. Quite a few staples.
Yeah, so Ike is over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
He has a hard time putting his feet down on this thing, and I'm only 5'6", so I'm swimming in this dirt bike.
Yeah, we're gonna try and make more of an arch right there, right?
We're gonna do what's called the foamectomy.
All right.
It's a Miata thing too. You take foam out of the seat so you sit lower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we used to do that to like cars, like used cars. We'd go to Walmart and find a pillow that would fit under the seat, and you'd shove it under there, and it'd make the seat look like it was new. It's like the engine and the drivetrain may have 300,000, but that seat's brand new.
All right, don't buy a used car from Charles.
Yeah, hey. I knew something was. And when I got up here, I was like, why is there duct tape kind of poking out? I was like, maybe they left us like a secret letter or something. But then there's even more duct tape. Apparently they were, I don't know what happened. But seems like we can shave that foam down pretty easy.
Good. Yeah.
Maybe with a flat disc or something.
Sounds good to me.
Charles made about 3 passes with the flat disc. The foam was in bad shape anyway. It's not the original cover. We can buy all that stuff reproduction. But most importantly, let's see if I can get on this thing.
Yep, and I recommend if you're doing this, use a heavily worn flat disc, because if you're using a new one, it's going to take too much foam off right away.
Feet can go on the ground, barely. But I'd say that counts.
Not bad.
And I can get on and off it.
Yep,
And meanwhile, Charles,
yeah, I know.
flat foot.
I'm able to flat foot it, but that's good. That means it's a big difference.
We're taming the CR500. So the rear shock is already almost at minimum height, but we can get another turn or 2 out of it. So I have a coilover tool here, and Charles had the idea of making an extension for it, because this thing is going to be tight, because who knows how long it's been in this position for. So I don't think we're going to get that last 1/4 inch out of the shock, because we bent our tool. That sucker is
shocking.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about these things, so if you do, let us know down in the comments. You've got the damping adjuster freed up right there.
I'm gonna watch a video on how this thing's supposed to work, because I don't know if I'm supposed to adjust that or this. There is it does say soft this way and harder shock that way, so I don't know if I'm just gonna end up threading this thing out or not. But yeah, maybe just like thread it out halfway and see what it does, or watch a video. But we should just denial and error this thing.
Yeah.
A freshly upholstered seat.
Good as new.
Fits on there nicer now. Let's see. Ooh, don't want to fall. Is that the front ones? Oh boy.
The noise?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh boy.
They're definitely airtight boots.
Yeah, they are.
Oh boy, we might have to scoot them up, because they got holes in the bottom, but they must be squeezed on that side. I think I did this one, Ike did that one. That's what we're going to stick to.
Yeah.
I don't know if it made it any softer or not.
Cool.
I maybe we should screw it all the way back in and compare it.
Good idea.
I don't know if there's a difference.
Alright, so if there's no difference, then that means it's junk and it needs to get rebuilt.
Yeah, and maybe we should let a pro tell us the difference. But yeah, well, you hop on here and see what you think. But I don't know if that's actually doing anything. And we'll still watch a video and see if I'm doing it right.
We had a really gnarly exhaust leak on the CR500.
I bet you it's because we're missing something there. What do you think, that groove? Because judging by this, these really nice O-rings on this, it ought to seal nice.
Yep, and it's actually hard to find one of the original style's exhaust flanges. So this new one here is actually supposed to add up to 3.9 horsepower. It seals better, it's got O-rings. We figure it's definitely not going to solve any of our problems, but it's not going to hurt, and a sealing exhaust is certainly going to only help this bike's running situation.
Thank you, John, for reinstalling the power band.
No problem, sir.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because this thing really needed that extra 3.9 horsepower. The one thing the CR500 needs is just a little bit more juice.
I swear, it looks like you're trying to fit a trombone or something onto a dirt bike.
Yeah.
I can certainly see why they claim better sealing. I mean, that's triple O-rings right there. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what this thing will do.
For sure, man. Yeah, I'm excited.
Just get our springs on there, and that'll be that.
Oh yeah, that's on there now. We just got to finish bolting the rest of the expansion chamber up. And if only we could start it, then we could hear it.
I know. All right, so we're gonna do some more test runs on the CR500. I know it's still not fixed, but it's just too much fun to let sit. So Charles has never ridden it before, so we're gonna do the pull start method, because neither of us weigh enough to kick this thing over. We've already tried today. So I'm gonna bring some
after this thing.
All right. Yeah, it fell sideways. And yeah, when you unhook it, you can throw all of it in that back bag right there. It should be on. Okay. Yeah. If it's pointing down. All right. Here goes nothing.
Ready?
Yeah, my feet are down. I'm ready. Is the choke up?
Should be up.
All right, cool.
Ready?
Yeah.
Our strap broke, but
No, it's okay. I got nervous.
ready?
Yep. Oh yeah. I've never. This is definitely the most powerful dirt bike I've ever ridden. Oh yeah. No. Oh. How did? Okay. I forgot it doesn't idle. Worth a darn. That's okay. We'll just we'll pull it downhill, I guess. It run? It, oh God, what the heck is going on? The clutch doesn't seem to be.
I think it died.
Let's see. Here we go. Oh, see? I'm squeezing the clutch and it won't let me drag the tire.
How can I help? You want to try to just push it down the hill?
Yeah, we can try that.
Here, I'll give you a boost.
I guess I'll click it into first gear with the clutch in.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Let me know when you're back.
All right. Oh, sorry. All right, go ahead. No. Nope.
Clutch didn't work?
It didn't work. I just hit it down and it slid and then let go and then it slid more. So that's weird. I promise I hope I didn't break it.
No, I mean, I don't see what you did.
Oh well, I guess we'll just push it back.
It's another familiar view of what happens if you buy the cheapest Honda CR500. So the clutch kind of works in the second gear. It sticks for a moment and then it frees up and works in 2 through 5. First gear doesn't really want to work at all. And you have to like tighten the snot out of the clutch cable to get it to work at all too. So kind of concerning. On top of that, we drain the fluid. That's what it looks like. That has 15 minutes of runtime on it. It should not look like that. So we're just gonna try it again. See what happens. I just hope we didn't smoke the clutch or the transmission or both somehow. All right, I'm gonna go for third gear. I'll go for third gear too.
Are you ready?
I think so.
All right.
Ready as I'm gonna be. Keep going. I laid her down.
God, and I grabbed the throttle
I
trying to
laid
pick
her
them up.
down.
Are you okay, John?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
I got every freaking safety thing on known to man on.
That is true.
That's embarrassing. It's because I was headed. I was still headed left around the corner.
Oh, did it actually go up?
I don't think so.
All right.
Let's try it again. The clutch was kind of working there in third gear, so yeah.
All right.
More speed, more speed. Goodness gracious. Jeez. It's so addicting. No! Ah! It died on me. That was nuts. I had this thing in fourth gear and rolled into it, and it took off like nothing I've ever experienced off-road. She's back.
You want to try to start it?
You want to ride it?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, probably. I'm just gonna get used to it for now, okay? Oh shoot! Woo! Almost laid her down. I wasn't used to the rear brake. There we go. Okay. I think I might have the handle on it. Ah. Uh-oh. Our
our silencer fell off. It wasn't very silent.
You okay? Oh, we lost the muffler.
Yeah, it fell off right there.
All right. You good?
Yeah, no, it just got really loud. I wasn't sure what happened.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't like this thing. I'm good. I'll take the same amount of power without having to shift gears. That's just stupid.
So you're not a fan.
You're having to juggle and ride one wheel, a unicycle and juggling at the same time. I'm not for this thing, man.
Well, if it idled, that would help.
It just, nah, I'm good.
So, Charles may have not enjoyed the CR500, but I do. I just can't start it. So we're removing the cylinder head to send it off to have a compression release valve installed. And it should help this 500 start like a 250, or at least that's what I've been told. And while we have the cylinder head off, we're going to get a good look inside the cylinder and see what kind of shape this engine's in.
Cooling system too.
Oh, and the cooling system.
Oh, gas tank's got to come off.
I think the gas tank's got to be lifted. Is it easy or?
Yeah.
Is it?
To take the gas tank off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Take the seat off, then.
It's so close. It's right
You're
there.
right there, but it's hitting.
Gotta
It's
lift
hit.
that tank. All right. Sorry, John.
What's in there?
There's some trash. Oh,
I got
there
it.
it goes. Yay.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Here, I'll just hand it off to you, John.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll preface this with I have no idea what I'm looking at, but that looks great.
I mean,
It looks like a cylinder head.
It doesn't look like an animal jumped around in there.
Only a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of spots.
More importantly, the piston and the cylinder. Jeez, that's a massive piston.
That's a pretty big piston.
Yeah.
I got shot in the mouth from here. Gasoline. It does not taste pleasant.
Hold on, just a second. All right.
We good? Sweet. Fuel tank is off.
Yeah, we put this thing in the corner for storage, and then we all three decided to.
Hey, let's work on it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's
It's a monster. Almost
you
lost
know
my nose.
the cooling system looks fine. The coolant passages look great. Isn't this aluminum? I think it's aluminum. Should be aluminum.
It's definitely not steel.
So 1.5
Zero.
150 1.50 millimeter. What?
So do you think it's?
I'm gonna look it up and see if it's like a larger piston than normal, than stock.
Yeah, the passages look good.
Everything looks good,
The
dude.
top of the piston looks clean.
Yeah. Let's see what we get down here. I see hatch. Oh,
I mean, there are some nicks in there for sure.
There are, but I don't think I don't see anything where I would be like, man, she blowed up.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Oh.
Then he looks at the other side of the cylinder.
Yeah, we got a couple of nicks over here. Right here, I got my finger on it, and right there. It looks like something got in there. But, you know.
I think it'll be fine.
It'll be alright. It'll be fine.
So the bore size is 89.5 millimeters.
Oh, dude, that's a good idea. So Charles is going to check the bore size.
Roll it down a little bit.
Factory is going to be 89.5 millimeters, so we're going to be able to see if it's
A little bit or a lot?
rebuilt oversize.
That's fine.
Okay. Careful with that liner.
No, she's stock bore. It's 90. So it's had a half a millimeter,
If anything.
if anything. So it's 90 millimeters. So This stock bore, but that's okay. That means it doesn't have its like maxed out,
There's plenty of meat on the bone.
Yeah.
That means we can go ahead and punch her out to the max.
You're gonna need it to come around my bike. While we're waiting for the cylinder head to come back from getting the valve, or what is it, the decompression release, we're gonna go ahead and treat our new intake boot because it's a little stiff. I don't want to press on it.
Yep.
So.
Our new buddy Kevin from the Dirt Bike Fab YouTube channel. He's a big CR500 guy. He's got some steel frames and he's even built a aluminum frame CR500. He hooked us up with this unobtainium right here, an original CR500 1985 intake boot. And so we've cleaned it, and now we're going to treat it with some tire shine, plastic and rubber restore.
It's
and,
going to do the same thing.
Yeah, we're going to let it sit overnight, and it should soften it up enough to install it and get a lot more use out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy how these edges are still like malleable here, but when you come over to this, like you can't even dent it with your finger. So, and I'm worried about, of course, cracking it. So even with it treated, we're going to be gentle with it because this is like 1 of 5, I think.
Good news, everybody. Look what came in the mail today. It's our CR500 cylinder head with the compression release valve. This head looks amazing. I can't believe our buddy did a great job with the compression release. I mean, would you believe that little hole in the, I guess in the combustion chamber, that's all it does? And then we'll find out. We'll get this thing on here, and I guess if it fires up, you click it back in. But man, that is beautiful. I hope I don't need to paint it. But we also got a copper head gasket that needs annealing, and they sent me a list of instructions to take care of it, to do it the right way. All I need to do is just get a water bath to dunk this in evenly, just like that. While I was waiting for some paint to dry on a different project, I went ahead and put our old reeds and intake boot for like the carburetor and like the main jug, because we're gonna put our factory airbox back together, because we've got a boot that's been curing in like some tire magic or something like that to get it softened back up. So hopefully I'll be able to put the airbox back together and an air filter, and man, this thing is slowly coming together. We had to, after doing a few jobs with like the water system, I guess the dry rot got the best of one of the hoses. This is like the Y. This is the Y hose that connects the 2 radiators. And then these old hoses, that one looks, golly, that one's all chewed up. That's so bad. But don't worry, we got a fresh set of hoses on there. I got the top ones tucked up because I'm gonna hopefully be getting that cylinder head in there today. But yeah, I like the new hoses. They're nice fit, no tears. That's always a plus. That's just bad. Wow. I'm gonna do my best to anneal the head gasket, which is properly seasoning it so it seals the best. I know there's a better way of explaining it, but I have the room temperature water bath that I made. So we're gonna try and heat this thing from blue to green to orange and then drop it in there. But I gotta pour the water because it leaks. Whatever. Alright, let's get to it. So I gotta heat this in a figure 8 pattern. So what the? Interesting. How do I do a figure 8 in a circle? Alright, well, this is gonna be interesting. And I'm probably gonna mess this up. Well, not mess it up, but I'm probably just, I don't know, have confidence. Gotta heat it evenly, which, this torch might not. I
figure eight in a circle is like, for some reason, the hardest thing for me to do right now. I don't know why. You would think, oh, that's easy. Just do the figure eight. But the circle is messing me up. It's making me want to do the circle. Try it at home. I'm not kidding you. You're gonna feel very special. Pete, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. It's done. I hope. That the sizzle, that means it's done. Jesus. Okay. Alright, so and then to finish it, I hope that's alright. Jeez Louise. Prior to installation, use a Scotch-Brite or SOS pad. Save our souls pad, SOS. Scrub gasket until it turns pink in color. Hang it back up, spray it off with brake clean, and let it drip dry. Not bad. Okay, well, I'm going to get some Scotch-Brite, and I'll see you when I guess I'm torquing the head back down, because I got to look that up too.
I have Scotch-Brite to both sides to the right color. I'm going to hang it back up and brake clean it and let it drip dry, air dry. And I'm going to look up the torque specs of the head.
All right, so Charles has done a great job putting the CR500 back together again. The new cylinder head compression release is installed. It's pretty cool how it works. Basically, you pull it out, right?
Oh, push it in.
Oh, you push it in.
I know, it tricked me. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but you push it in to start it, and then if it runs, or when it runs,
you pull it back out.
So, oh gosh, see, I could barely push it over by hand.
I'm wondering if it automatically pops out when it fires.
We're going to find out.
Because as soon as he brought that up, I was like, oh yeah, I bet you when it hits real good, a bit of compression in there.
It'll pop out.
Yeah.
So I know it's really, you can't tell. It literally looks the same. We probably dumped over $1,000 into the CR500 so far.
Oh.
Just between all the bits and pieces to try to get it to run right, start right, and you can't even tell a difference. So for anyone out there who's looking for a CR500, just spend like $5,000 or $6,000 on Facebook Marketplace and get one that's a decent runner that looks nicer.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No, we're not financial advisors. We're not telling you what to do with your money.
Yeah. Yeah. But we have done a lot of work to this thing. Charles just put all new radiator hoses in. Of course, we have the factory style intake boot from Dirt Bike Fab on YouTube. Of course, the cylinder head decomp valve, the new exhaust manifold. Just to get it to run right. Please, start and run right.
I know. I really want this thing to dominate all, or decimate all at Busco in 2 to 3 weeks. Right? Oh boy. Yeah, and you know, I think I understand now why people are like, if you can't handle the dirt bike, or if like whiskey throttle is something you're worried about, the old thumb throttle might fix that. That might be something in our near future for this. I know we might get called out for that, but it's safety, you know. Whiskey throttle with a CR500, that's a widowmaker for sure.
Oh, hey, Chuck, you gonna ride the CR today?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I gotta call my Honda dealer today and check on the parts. Hold on, let me see if I can work this thing. Yeah, this is Chuck. I was wondering if you had the a starter boot for a CR500. Yeah, a starter boot. No, I don't need a new pair of boots. The starter boot so I don't break my foot like the guy on the YouTubes. Put the manager on the phone. How old are you? Yep, you were born after 2000. I knew it. Yep, get the manager on the phone. You don't even know what a CR500 is. It'd probably break your leg if you looked at it. All right. Oh, okay. Let me know when he gets back. All right. So when they call me back about the starter boot, I'm going to ride this thing.
All right, so we've leaned the bike over. Some gas has come out of the overflow on the carburetor bowl. We've rolled it forward and backwards in gear a little bit. We have the choke on. Let's get it top dead center. Oh, that is so much easier.
Excuse you.
Yeah, I don't even know where top dead center is anymore.
Oh boy.
I'm just spinning the engine over like they tell you to do as well.
All right, go.
I don't know. Oh, there it is. It's like I have to relearn how to kick it again. Here we go.
Hold it.
on.
Please start.
How much gas are you giving this thing, Annie?
Like half, about half problem.
So, come to find out, we lost spark and our new head gasket is leaking. So, maybe we need a little bit of a copper coat on there, which you shouldn't need, right?
The instructions didn't tell me to.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to, and I knew I should have done what my gut was telling me. But
It's all right.
oh well.
So, poor Charles gets to take the bike apart again.
It's okay. Yeah, we got spark now.
All right. So what happened was a wire came unplugged because I did something temporarily
Nice.
and not something permanent. So now I'll go ahead and make it permanent since Charles has got the tank off and he's removing the head.
Hopefully for the last time. I don't have enough. I got put.
Oh, congratulations, sir!
I started.
First time kicking a
But I
CR500.
had to cheat.
That's
We're
all right.
all gonna have to cheat now, but that's easier. There.
Be all right. Be all right. Good job. Good job.
Now let's see if we can. Maybe my luck will work its way over to whatever you're
We
working
got to
on.
finish filling up the cooling system.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. Yeah. Let's
And
say.
then we'll let John try it out.
So we're gonna finish filling up the cooling system, and then let John kick it. The starter boot worked. Thanks, Chuck.
It always feels like a special occasion to ride the CR500. I'm gonna hop on this thing. If I can start it, I'm gonna go warm it up. Once it's nice and warm, we're gonna make adjustments to the carburetor like it says to do in the shop manual. And then I'm gonna head over to the Cars and Cameras short track, because I haven't done ovals yet. And then I'm gonna give Ike a go, and then we need to get some times on the board for the CR500 on the Cars and Cameras Grand Prix. So, here we go.
Is that the overflow to the radiator?
Yeah. What in the world?
I started it.
You started it, buddy.
Right here, brother.
Good job.
Woo! It only took about $1,000 and some overnight parts from Japan.
Yeah, but it puked. What happened? It's always something.
With the big 5, baby. Always puts on a show.
Yeah. That is awesome. But I'm wondering what's going on. Why did
just
why
let you be
puke?
happy for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then break.
I'm afraid to open the
Yeah, let's
I'm
chill.
wondering if
the cap.
radiator is building up pressure.
Is that bad?
It's a new head gasket, and it's a
Different
Different.
holes.
yeah.
So building up pressure is a bad thing. Yeah.
That would be, yeah. So
Oh boy. That was a lot of pressure in that cooling system.
so we should probably take the cap off, and we should kick it over and see if it builds up pressure. If it builds up pressure,
I
it's
put
a
the
head
gasket
gasket.
on right.
I'm not saying you put it on wrong.
No, I just want to make
It had
sure the
different
notch.
design,
I just
though.
want to
It-
make sure the notch was to the
It was a
back.
different design. So let's take the cap off, and then we'll get John to kick her over, and we're going to look for bubbles.
Yeah, John will. John is going to kickstart the CR500.
Full compression. Oh God.
Can you try not to?
See, that's gonna be the hard part. With
All
full
right,
compression,
we're gonna put this camera down. We're gonna try to figure out if we got a problem. the idea is now we're going to crank this bike up without the radiator cap on, and if we get immediate like pressure blowing out coolant, we got a problem with probably the head gasket. So what we could have a problem with is uneven surface, like the jug warped or the head warped, and the copper gasket is just not going to have enough give to get a good seal. So let's give this a shot.
That bad.
No good?
No good. I do believe we've got a bad seal on the head gasket.
Okay.
So it's building up too much pressure. We're going to have to take the head off and check the gasket again. Hey man, you cranked it up twice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. This is just a little...
It's just a little bump in the road, brother.
Yeah. So we'll get this.
Yeah.
This dirt bike really just said, "You can start me. Congratulations." Bleh.
Threw up everywhere, but that's okay. So this is the top fuel. We're the top fuel dragster tech of the CR500. So it's like we run it for 5 minutes, we tear it completely down, rebuild it for another 5 minutes of running.
Yeah, that's the CR5.
The
Run
CR5
for 5 minutes at a time.
Oh man, I shouldn't laugh at my own joke.
So we're pulling the head off.
Again.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, look how much copper coat.
Yeah.
I told you I put some on there.
I can see that you put a lot on there. All right. Yeah,
So no leakage here.
We're gonna have to clean that up.
Hey.
Holy moly.
What's is that copper coat on the inside?
Yeah.
That is.
She ran on copper coat.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, definitely.
She'll chew on it. It did.
All right. So
Sorry guys.
we're gonna pull that gasket off, and we're gonna compare them to the
Old gasket. And
old
new
gasket, and just and
Well, I can
see.
already tell you right now. Look, the water jacket holes are different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the
That's
water
the
jacket
difference.
holes are definitely different. So I'm starting to wonder if we got a problem with
The gasket shape.
the gas, not the shape, but like our sealing surface itself
No,
might be warped.
we're not going to talk about that. It's a bad word.
Okay. Yeah, you see it?
That's bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd y'all use to pry the head up with?
No.
I'm just kidding. Someone's gonna comment.
Yeah. So right between the piston here and this coolant jacket right here, at this corner, there's a nice little gouge in the block, or in the jug, letting the compression from the cylinder go right into this coolant jacket. And that's our problem.
That's our problem. And you're saying we
And
could...
with a regular head gasket, it'll probably compress and be fine. With the copper
And the stock's torque specs.
and the stock torque specs, there's not enough to fill in the gap there, so we're gonna have a leak there. So
All right. Well, I've ordered a new factory-style head gasket. We'll try again.
such a
tease.
yeah. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove the studs to the jug here, and we're gonna try to clean up the top of the gasket sealing surface. We got a pretty good gouge. I don't think we're gonna get it completely out, but we're gonna try to do the best we can. And
somebody removed the head last with a rock chisel. That
Yeah.
was before we owned this bike.
and someone's put vice grips on the studs, which I did it here, but if you look right here, I'm putting the vice grips on the smooth part of the stud, whereas whoever did it last time put it on the threaded part, which is a no-no.
Do you want both hands on the vice grips and me
I'm,
pull on the
I'm
wrench,
just
or-
gonna
Okay.
do this,
Yep, go for it.
and oh god, can you hold the bike?
Moly.
Yeah.
Do we need some?
Oh, you got it.
I
You
got
got
it.
it.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Well, I was sweating there
Hey,
for a second.
should we try and soak these with some PB?
That's a good idea.
All right.
Oh, dear.
While he mends his finger,
oh God, you know how when you hit that little
Yeah.
nerve
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever, and your whole hand goes to tingling. That's what happened.
All right.
The PB,
Safety
go
glasses.
for it. Yeah.
And the correct way to do this would be to remove the jug, send it to a machine shop, have them face it.
I mean, that's probably the best thing if you don't.
So
have,
before
like, the
anybody
skill.
tells us we're doing it wrong, we know we're doing it wrong, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Well, we're going to show you how to do it.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you don't have access to that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. We got a race this weekend, so we can't take the jug off.
We do.
We got a race today.
Chuck's got a race.
We got to beat the trophy cart time.
Oh Lord, it probably could with like Travis Pastrana on it or something.
Yeah, Chuck's got to do a backflip with this thing to open for Def Leppard. So
Man,
we gotta get this thing ready.
Don't get everybody's hopes up on Chuck
Exactly.
doing a backflip on this thing. Okay, guys, I figured out what happened. So they were removing the studs on this block with vice grips. Remember I said that there was marks on the stud from vice grips, and what happened was the reason why our jug is ruined, when they were removing the stud, the tool gouged the deck of the jug. So that's why we have a leak right there. So
That's why you probably don't do
Probably-
the vice grips.
So we're cleaning the threads on the jug here with a tap. We're doing the same thing with the head studs. And then we're going to put just a little bit of
indices.
NICs on these studs, just so whoever has to do this next time doesn't have to fight to get all the studs out.
All right. So, I created a little bit of new threads there at the bottom, but no big deal. I'm just gonna work my way around. I'm gonna clean it out with a little bit of brake clean and some compressed air, and get to reinstallation. Well, no, we need to
Deck the head.
bingo
Yep.
deck the jug.
All right.
We're at our local steel outlet. Sometimes we can really score in the remnant or even like the clearance bin. So right now we're at $1.15 a pound. As long as we can find something, we can wrap some sandpaper around, it'll work.
Some good pieces in here, dude.
Yeah. I got clearance aluminum, $2 a pound. I mean, some of this stuff like 50 cents a pound. Like, yeah, like you can't go wrong with some of this stuff. Except when you slice your hand open.
Yeah, you want to grab some pieces?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're
in a Miata.
All right, guys, so we've got the tap done. All the holes are cleaned out. Now we're going to get some sandpaper on the machine block of metal, and I'm just going to go over this sealing surface and work out all the scratches, and hopefully we'll be able to get a nice flat surface and no more leaking head gasket.
You promise?
I promise.
Thank you.
So we went and picked up this nice machine block of metal. It's got some bulk to it, let me tell you. And I'm getting some sandpaper, and we're going to try to clean up this surface on here just by lightly touching up the surface. The correct way of doing this is having it professionally done, but you know.
Well, you're a professional. And
Yeah.
you're getting her done.
Yeah. So we wouldn't have to do this if someone hadn't have been here before us and just completely gouged the deck of this block. So I'm surprised this thing ran as good as it did before without a head gasket leak. But you know, a paper gasket's going to seal a lot easier than the copper, but the copper will hold up a lot longer.
Okay.
You can
Yeah,
see
but-
the gouges a lot better now.
Yep.
So this is the worst one right here.
Oh
this
my
is
gosh, yes.
this is this the side that was
Yep,
leaking
that's the
coolant?
one. Well, because you can see it goes from the combustion chamber
Yeah.
across the coolant jacket
Yeah.
and then almost
So
pretty much
it's
exiting.
pretty much the whole way. So
Yeah.
and
Rock-
we
they
got
opened it up with a rock chisel, like I said.
so we got some gouges here that I didn't see
Oh gosh.
as well. So
Yeah, but if we could take care of that,
that's
we
the
can
biggest
get that.
thing. But I can't just take care of that one section.
No,
I
we
got to
gotta
do the whole thing.
Oh boy.
So this
right,
is going to
good.
take a little bit.
Good luck. We'll switch up so your shoulder doesn't wear out.
Sounds good.
Looks like Ike did a great job on the deck of the CR500 here.
About as good as I could.
You were starting from a horrible place,
Yeah.
I gotta say, but at least it has a fighting chance of sealing now. I think in a perfect world, we would just buy a new jug for it. but this is Cars and Cameras, and we're doing stuff on the cheap and dirty. So I'm just going to clean off the surface with some brake clean. We're going to re-anneal the copper head gasket. I'm going to clean off the head, and then we're going to have holy matrimony and start on the 4th kick and no more head gasket leak.
And we did the best we could. The gouge was really, really, really deep.
Yeah, it was bad.
Woo! I think that was it. That's it.
Cool. Now we just gotta clean it with some brake clean.
It's orange.
Nice.
And with some blue.
Then we gotta clean it and install.
Yeah. So we're gonna add some copper spray on this to help with the sealing. And while it's tacking up, we're gonna be reinstalling the studs and cleaning the deck and the head and getting it ready for reinstallation. Oh, stinky. We're good. Well, putting the head on it'll finish. Just a little tap. Alright, so the head's on. I'm going to lubricate the threads on the bolts and nuts. So when we go to torque it down, we have a nice even
True torque spec.
yeah, true torque spec. And I'm even replacing 2 of the head bolts because they have those on it, which will keep it from getting the true torque it's supposed to have. So we want a smooth surface like that to torque the head down to get it right. You're gonna fall. Which way are you gonna fall?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
A couple of slow kicks, right?
Whatever you want. I just kicked it.
You just kick it.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Head gasket?
Yep.
Are you serious? Where?
The compression blew the coolant right out the overflow. I don't know what.
Dude, why?
Did you order the paper gasket?
Yeah.
So, pretty disappointed with what we've seen. What we're going to do is we're putting a gauge on the radiator, and we're going to see if it builds up like too much pressure too fast. You know, it's possible that the cap itself is bad, and we have no way of testing the cap.
Right.
So, give this a shot.
Oh, I wonder if the old
Yeah. Forgot to decompress.
That's okay. You almost started it.
Please do not cut the steering wheel to the right, or else we're gonna bust the radiator.
Oh, yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
I don't know. It's it could be, it's holding pressure. When you give it the gas, the pressure raises. The second you let go, it goes away.
It's
And
like
then-
5 psi.
And then when it stops, it's holding pressure.
Okay. Do you want me to go try and find a radiator cap with the other dirt bike stuff? Maybe try another one?
Yeah.
Because that's the only option I got today. Unless we could
'cause
take one to the
We
parts
could have a bad cap.
Yeah.
Just puking out, because we could have, although we did have it leaking out externally, right?
In the beginning,
before I copper coated.
But then we copper coated it and it was okay, but it was spitting it out.
Did the same thing. The compression was pushing the.
So I'm gonna say the gauge didn't go over what I feel is
danger zone.
Danger zone. So I think we got a bad cap.
So what were you just saying, John?
I said, Charles, with all due respect, and I do mean all due respect, time to let a real man kick that CR500 over. Love you, buddy. To for a second.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get to tune on it very much.
Cooling out.
Yeah.
That was the test.
Yep. I think we had a bad cap. Don't tell me we had to do this head gasket just because
we added a little
had
bit
bad
of compression just cause.
Yeah, we did.
So hey, maybe my job worked.
Yeah.
The second time.
Oh yeah, the copper coats.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Looks like he's never had to do something a third time.
Fourth or fifth. Yeah. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but man, that second kick, first kick was awesome.
I warmed it up for him.
Yeah, you did.
He did. Ike, do you want to ride this thing? I feel like the people have been asking for Ike to ride this thing.
Why? I've ridden it.
Because they saw me ripping it, and they're like, Ike's the king of sending it.
I mean, are we all gonna ride it?
No, I like my life.
Okay, so aren't me and you gonna both ride it?
Yeah, dude. We'll try to set some hot laps.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I want to put it up against Charles' 263 mini bike too.
Oh goodness.
Real quick in the backyard.
Does that one have a name?
The Super Hog?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the Hog Slayer.
This is the Hog Slayer.
You're on. All right, dude. So we're gonna cruise around, put her.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I feel like Captain America, the one guy that's always standing around with the starter boot on. Oh yeah.
Why did it stop?
No. Here you go. Ike, stand right here on the four wheel.
I'm gonna try it without.
Okay.
All right, with.
Yep. You want me to scoot the bike over closer? Here. Got it. Let's flood
It got away from him. That was close. You think so?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know, man. That's fast.
It is pretty fast. I think he's got to commit to dumping the clutch. I can tell. He was sitting there shaking his head like, I could tell this is a bad idea.
We were blowing coolant out of the overflow again.
Again? Yeah. Still? Alright. I can just tell that you're not having fun on this thing. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's your like extreme caution.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It
didn't like the third gear.
Well, dude, did you didn't like bring it up to red line and then dump it?
Almost all.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I gave it about all she had, and it just went bleh.
Yeah.
Like it just grabbed too much.
Yeah. So
It could be that the third gear hole shot needs to be
on dirt,
on sand.
Yeah, so like you can get the wheel speed up,
Yeah.
and it matches the motor RPM, and she just goes.
Because it just didn't like it.
Yeah, you have maximum traction here for sure.
Yeah, this thing, it's not spinning over here.
Okay.
Well,
She's like,
you know, I mean, you got a little bit of a trench. She's about, look.
I don't feel
There's
it
normal
spinning.
ground, and there's where you went. So,
I don't feel it spinning.
if you need any water line or electrical line laid down, you can hire us. We'll dig you a trench.
All right. Well, the second gear seemed to work okay.
Yeah, dude, you were gone.
Yeah.
I think this thing's got the super hog for sure.
Well, so
If you time it right, just
yeah. Third gear, probably Busco.
yeah.
Second gear here.
Well, it's the end of another day, getting our butts handed to us by the CR500. Just for ha-has.
Yeah, we've let it think about what it did. Cutting off on us like that.
There's a company that sells a heavier flywheel. I think it makes starting and idling better because it's more mass and it's like has more inertia. More money.
More parts. Oh well. Hey, it's a Honda. CR500, man.
This is the only Honda that doesn't live up to the Honda name.
2-stroke. Did I cough at the right time? I don't think I did.
All right, guys, it's that time of year again. I'm hand making Christmas ornaments, and it's modeled after our most popular project right now, the Laydown Land Speed Bike. And we've got a little special gift. We won something in one of our earlier videos at a drag racing event, and I thought it was really cool. So I went and ordered 2 of them, and we're doing something special for you guys. 2 selected VIN numbers of these Land Speed Bike ornaments. We're going to jot them down, but they will be marked winner with the 1 key tag, the normal Land Speed Bike key tag on the other side. You guys will, when you see the winner, you'll know to email us, and we'll have a confirmation you'll send us a photo, and we will send you your mini bike.
What are they winning?
Oh, yeah. This is really cool. So there's 2 of them still in the box.
So 2 winners.
Yep, 2 winners. 2 individual people will
And they're
get
going to be
these.
randomly assigned mini bike VINs.
Yep. And this is Mini Bike Wild Country Aftershave. Oh boy, gotta be careful with this. So I'm not gonna open this, but you guys get the picture. These slide down into here, and you get little 8-hanger mini bike. And it's full too. Let's see what it smells like. This is 1972, so. Oh, not bad.
It's pretty good, right?
I don't know if I would use it, but it's not bad. It might impress somebody. So December 6th is the last day that you guys can purchase one of these on our website, cars-cameras.com. So get them while supplies last, and thank you again.
I want to hear from you CR500 riders down in the comments. As you could see in the first half of the video, the bike was just such a bear to start, and then we switched the exhaust manifold, we added the factory style intake, and we added the compression release head, and it started beautifully there for a little while. And then here at the tail end of the episode, it went back to just behaving like garbage. My theory is that when we installed the factory intake, we had to reinstall the factory reeds. So my guess is that they had a little bit of life left in them, but then after we ran the bike for 10, 15, 20 minutes, they just have given out. So I've ordered a new set of just reeds, and we'll give that a shot. They're not OEM. OEM stuff is so hard to find for the 85 through 87 short rod motor. So they are Boysen Performance reeds. We're going to give that a shot and see if it starts better. And also, I'm very tempted to pick up the flywheel weight kit. It adds almost a pound to the flywheel to reduce stalling and to give it smoother power delivery. So we might give that a shot. Hope you all have enjoyed another episode of the CR500. It certainly is a lot of ups and downs. I love this bike, even though we give it such a hard time. I absolutely love it, and I hope you're enjoying the video series. So leave a thumbs up if you're enjoying the CR500. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time.
So, you know how sometimes you can back out on something, and then the bolt or whatever gets wedged up against something and you can't move the wrench?
Oh yeah, that's what
Oh yeah, that's what I did. So I gotta take the exhaust loose.
Oh, you did the unthinkable. It's okay, I did it too. I had to leave a wrench on a car one time.